The engines were finding life difficult. Workmen were mending the viaduct on the main line. The arches needed strengthening, and the Fat Controller did not want to close the railway while the work was being done, and so repairs took a long time. The engines had to take great care when crossing the viaduct, and the delay often made them late on their journeys to the junction, where they knew Thomas would be ready to collect his passengers. Thomas grew crosser and crosser.
Time's time. Why should I keep my passengers waiting while Henry and James dole about all day on viaducts?
Don't blame me. If we hurried across the viaduct, it might collapse, and then you would have no passengers at all. What would you do then?
Run my train on time for one thing.
He hurried away before Henry could answer. Bertie was impatient too. He was timed to arrive just after Thomas. His passengers found that instead of going straight from the bus to their train, they were kept waiting until Thomas arrived. Soon Bertie grew cross with Thomas.
Late again?
He remarked as Thomas panted wearily in.
We may be friends, but I thought you could go fast, Thomas. It's time we had another race. I reckon I could beat you now.
Thomas let off steam loudly.
Rubbish! It's those mainline engines. They about on the viaduct and they blame the Fat Controller's workmen. It's just an excuse for laziness if you ask me.
One day, James was later than ever at the junction.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I was held up by the station and the viaduct made it worse.
It's lucky for you I'm a guaranteed connection.
Before James could answer, he puffed importantly away.
Come along, come along. Come along, come along.
Annie and Clarabel did their best, but Thomas soon found he couldn't save much time. Suddenly, Thomas saw Bertie ahead. His radiator was steaming.
What's the matter? You should be at the station by now. You're late.
I feel dreadful. All upset inside, and driver says that he can't make me better. Thank goodness you're late too. Can you take my passengers, please? They'll never get home otherwise.
Of course.
Agreed Thomas. He now felt sorry for Bertie and promised to get him help at the next station. Thomas set off again, and already he was feeling much more cheerful, and Bertie's passengers, travelling in Annie and Clarabel, all reached home safely. When Bertie was better, he came to thank Thomas.
I am sorry I teased you for being late.
It's alright. I'm glad I can help. There are times when being late isn't such a bad thing after all.